Hey guys, welcome back for another day in Linda's Resin Room. I have this snake mold tray that I got from Pouring Your Heart Out. I made this once before. As you can see, it's still got a little color on it. And I'm not worried about that color. I'm just going to leave that on there because I think if it pulls off with this color, it'll be really unique and cute. Not going to matter anyways. And what I'm going to do is I thought I would paint this snake with this. It's a metal powder. Roleo Pigments Viridian. It's kind of looks like it's a goldish greenish looking color, and I thought that would be cute for what I want to do. So I thought I would use that and paint the snake. And then I have this dried moss that I had got from Hobby Lobby. I think that's where I got this. I've had it for a few years now. And I thought I would cut that up, put it in my resin, and then pour it in here to make it look like the snake is laying in the grass. So that's my idea for what I want to do today. And all I'm going to do is take this color, and I think this will be a cute color to go along with the green. And I probably should have covered this inside with some plastic so I don't get mica powder everywhere. But I'm just going to go around and paint this whole snake just like that. And I'll make sure to get up the sides. I'll get down in his head here. And I'm just going to paint the whole thing. And then after I get him painted, I will take a baby wipe, spritz it with a little 99% isopropyl. Not doing it over my mold. And then I'll just go around it and clean it up like that. That way I can get any overflow and get it off my mold. And then I will take a terry cloth and I'll just dry that off so I don't have any water spots anywhere. And that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to put you on hold. I'm going to finish painting this mold, mix up some resin, and we'll be back. Hey guys, we're back. So I've got around 200 gram of resin mixed up. Pop those bubbles a little bit. I didn't put it in the debubbler. Now I took my moss and I cut it up. So all I did, and you can see this is called the Moss Collection. And I did get this from the Hobby Lobby. And I just took pieces out of here. And I just took my scissors. And I just cut this into little bits. That way I'm hoping nothing will stick up. This is not the deep snake mold. This is the shallow snake mold from Pouring Your Heart Out. So I cut it up trying to get it to where it will not stick up above the mold. I'm going to pour some of this resin in here. There's something in there. Okay. I did mix that up for 3 minutes. I just want to make sure I get this good and saturated. I'm hoping that if I put the resin in first, then I've done have something flew in my mold. Then it won't have as many bubbles. Maybe it can release as it mixes with this in the cup. I think it'll be easier than doing it in the mold. Okay. Get the rest of this. I'm not sure how much this mold holds, but it probably will need more than this. And I thought if I have enough room, I might do a backing of maybe a moss green color. That way you won't be able to see through it in spots if I miss any. Move that to the side. Wow, that really just soaked up that resin, didn't it? Get that out of there. Always something. Okay. Now I'm just going to pour this in. And I just want to flatten this out. And I don't care if it goes into the snake, that's fine. I just want to get this moss down. Okay. I like that extra bit of resin to pour over into the snake and get down in those little scales. See, he is scaly. Put that cup to the side. Now, just going to try to cover this all up. And I'm trying to flatten all that moss down. Like I said, I don't want it sticking up higher than my mold. And I will be able to put it back on this. There's still plenty of room. Come on, cover up the holes. All right. I'm not worried if there's a few holes because, like I said, I'm going to take some resin and color it with a moss green mica powder and pour over this, I think. I don't want any huge holes, but little holes I'm not worried about. He don't really need all that in his head, does he? Alright guys, I think I've got that covered. I am tempted to put a silicone mat over this and then lay something down on it to hold it down and let it cure that way, and then I can just pull the silicone off after. So move this stuff, and this is just a shiny silicone mat. I got these in a set of 3 off of Amazon, I think. I think what I'm going to do is just cover him over, flatten it down, and let's see. This will work. I'm going to have to open it. put so much tape on things. And then I'm just going to set that down on it. And I guess we can use this. I don't mean to shake you guys, but I'm trying to get a jug of resin over here. We can use this, just a gallon of epoxy. Set it down in the center. That will hold that down. And that'll make sure it's flat. So I'll see you guys back for the second coat. Hey guys, so I'm back. I think this is ready to peel this off. Yeah, and then we can finish filling it with some resin. I see some peeling here. I'm just going to peel that off around the edge there. Okay, now what I thought I would do is I have this green. I don't know what color green it is. I don't know the brand. I have no clue. So what I thought I would do is mix up some of that and pour over this. I mixed up 6 ounces of resin because I've got a couple other projects I'm working on. So I don't think we'll really need that much for that. So I'm going to take out about that much. And I think that'll probably do it. And then let's put a big scoop of this green right down in there. And I'm going to stir this up to get that incorporated very slowly because it is mica powder. I do want the mica powder mixed up really well. I think this will be a really good color to go along with that. You can see. You could probably put in a little black with it too if you wanted to, but it looks like that moss has turned a little darker brown looking color, so I think I'm going to leave it the green it is. I did mix my resin for 3 minutes. It is a 1-to-1 resin. It's just a cheaper resin off of Amazon. It's a bit of a thicker resin, but it works pretty well. I use it a lot when I'm just experimenting with stuff because I don't want to use my more expensive resins unless it's something that I'm doing for a client. Because I do buy all my own products. I'm not sponsored. Okay. I think that's mixed up pretty good. So all I'm going to do is just try to pour this around and get it to go down in all those little holes that are left without overfilling this mold. And I'm hoping that it will just cover everything in a solid sheet because of I don't want anything sticking out. I want to make sure you're able to see the screen behind everything if there's any areas that you're going to be able to see through. And this is just the shallow snake mold from Pouring Your Heart Out. She does have a deep one. I'm not sure how deep it is, but I know she does have one. Oh, let me tell you guys how clumsy I am. I mean, y'all know already, but as I was putting some stuff up earlier, I have a box of the puffy hearts that I have made. There's probably around 50 or so in that box. And I dumped it and it went all down behind everything. So I had to move everything on the right side of my room to get back in there to get all those puffy hearts picked up. It just gave me a reason to organize, so I just downsized a few things and combined and okay, almost. There are going to be some spots sticking up because that center is still, I think, a little higher than what my edge of the mold is. I was hoping if I laid that tray flat on top of it and then set that gallon of resin on it, and it would have flattened it down, but I don't think it did. Okay. I think that was the perfect amount for this tray. Come on and drip so I don't drip it everywhere else. Put that to the side over here. Come on, prop up so you can drain, little sucker. There he is. Give that just a second, see if there's any bubbles that I might need to pop. Clean the stick off. I see a few little bubbles. And how much did that use? That used about 3.5 ounces. So, I do like my little torch. I've got a big one, but I'm a chicken, and I'm afraid I will burn my mold if I try to use it. So I kind of avoid it. I may end up having to sand this back down some to make it flat if it doesn't sit right. Alright guys, has that got like a blue sheen to it? Or is that just me as I move around? Okay. Alright, I'll see you back for the next, for when it's time to demold this. See you in a bit. Guys, we're back. I just got this out of my food dehydrator and it is completely cured. It is almost completely flat on the back. Just a little bumpy where some of those places have came through, but not really anything to worry about. So let's demold this. It is still bendable and very soft. It's cured completely. I just got it out of the food dehydrator, so it's got to set. All right, let's see. Oh, it does look kind of like an anaconda. Wow, can you guys see that? All right, guys, that's it. I'll see you back for the next video.